Hi guys, Dinner Lady here. Right, so it's my turn to cook today. Oh, just 1 second. There we go. So it's my turn to cook today. So what I'm making for Sunday lunch is Tuscan chicken. So I'll bring you down and I'll show you the ingredients. Right, so the first thing I need is some chicken breasts. I have 1 egg. Got 3 tablespoons of flour, and in there's a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, black pepper, paprika, oregano and garlic salt. And then we also need an onion and a clove of garlic. And for the sauce we need some more paprika and some more oregano, so I've got them in there. I have 90 ml of white wine, 240 ml of chicken stock. I have about 60 grams of sun-dried tomatoes I'll need out of there. I haven't opened that yet. And I need some spinach, some double cream, and I think I needed 90 ml of double cream and 50 grams of parmesan. So let's get on with it. Right, so I've cracked the egg into there and just give it a little bit of a whisk. I'm just going to mix all of these together. Now I've got a pan warming up on the stove. Just going to put a little bit of oil in there, and we're going to fry the chicken breasts off first. Right, just going to put a little bit of oil in and get it out. Just let that warm up. So now to get the chicken, what we want to do is put the chicken in with the egg and into the flour. Just light cut dusting on there, you don't need it too much, and then that can go straight into the pan. Do the same with this one. Always say I'm not gonna get my hands that dirty, and I always end up doing so. Right. And third one. Back into the middle. And just coat them nicely. Put them in the pan till I get them browned off. Right, so I'll bring it over to the stove now and we'll get on with it. Right, I've just had that frying gently. Look. Oh, there we go. Get them nice and browned on both sides. A little bit, I don't mind that. That's better. Yeah, I'm just going to finish it off with that one. Another 5 minutes. And then I'm going to put them on a tray and put them in the oven. Right, so I've had about 5 minutes on each side. I'm just going to put them on a tray. I've got the oven preheated at 160, and I'm just going to pop those in there for about 10-15 minutes to make sure that they're cooked through. So I've put a little bit extra oil in there before. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the onions in and get them all softening off. Just leave all the bits in there from the chicken, it's all extra flavour. This is going to be the sauce part of it. So I'm going to turn this down and just let them saute for about 5-6 minutes, just until they're nice and soft. Right, so they're nice and soft now, so I'm just going to put in a crushed clove of garlic, and get it. Oh, let's get this out of here. No. Oh, it won't be a second. Right, so I managed to get that garlic in there. Right, so what we'll put in now is the paprika and the oregano again. And I forgot to tell you at the start, I'm sure I did, but there is a tablespoon of tomato puree goes in. I'm just going to eyeball that, it's about right. And then we have sun-dried tomatoes that I've just chopped up a little bit. And then into that goes the white wine and the stock. And we'll just let that bubble away for about 5-6 minutes, just to let everything come in together. Right, so I'll bring you back in about 5 or 6 minutes. Right, so that's been going for a couple of minutes now. So I'm using frozen spinach. So I'm just going to pop these into here, and then we'll just defrost in the sauce. Just let them just tick over a little bit. Like I say, they will defrost in the sauce for about 5 minutes. Right, so I'll come back to you when these are all done. Right, so that's had a few minutes. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in the cream. Just get that all stirred in. And the parmesan. And then I'm going to test it for salt and pepper. So obviously you have got the salt in the parmesan. So I'm just going to let that just come down a little bit. Let that melt into there just for a couple of seconds. Definitely need some pepper in there. So I've got a little teaspoon. Well, it's less than a teaspoon. Pepper. Let that go in. I'm going to have a little taste just to check for any seasoning. Yeah, definitely needs salt. Oh, it tastes nice though. Oh. Yeah, I love using frozen spinach. It just means that you can have it in the freezer and just bring it out whenever you need it. You know, it's expensive if you're going to buy big bags of it, but it's a lot cheaper if you actually buy the frozen. Right, so I've took the chicken out of the oven. I'm just going to pop that back in here in the sauce with any resting juices, any juices that's come off the chicken. Don't want to waste any of those. I'll just work that in. Right, I'm going to pop a lid on. It is up to temperature, the chicken. I have probed it just to double check, but I just want to make sure that it's all nicely done. So I'm going to put a lid on that for about 5 minutes, and then it's all done. And all I've done to go with it is some nice creamy mash. Right, so we'll see you in a minute. Right, so it's all done. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of mash onto my plate. Ian's watching the football, so we will just leave him to it. I'm hungry, so I'm going to have mine. I'm going to get a piece of the chicken. Straight on there. And get a spoon and some of this sauce over the top. The spinach and everything in there. Absolutely, you could smell this, guys. It's absolutely incredible. Right, I will put a bit more sauce on afterwards. I'm just going to pop that to one side and we'll get ready, and it's going to be taste testing time with me today. Right, so here we go. I'm starving. So I'm going to cut the chicken into the thickest part, just so you can see how lovely and cooked that it is. There you go. How beautiful and cooked is that? So let's have a taste. I'm just going to have a bit of the chicken on its own with a sauce first, and then we'll get in with some mash. Right, dropping it off. There we go. What sauce? That is gorgeous. Right, a little bit of mash. Got some sauce on. That's really lovely, guys. For a simple Sunday lunch, you know, if you don't want to have millions of pans on the stove, you know, potatoes, veg, everything, try something like this. It's absolutely delicious. And you know, I don't normally do taste testing time. However, like I say, Ian's watching the football and I am really hungry. So I'm going to go in the sitting room, put the TV on. Had a busy day today because I've also did the first Christmas video as well. So I've done the Christmas cake today and that'll be out shortly. So that's 2 videos I've done in one day. So I think I deserve to be able to sit down and just enjoy my food. And I really am going to enjoy this, guys. So again, thank you for every single person who subscribed. If you could just check that like button downstairs, then, you know, YouTube uses that as part of the algorithm. And the more likes and shares that you get, the more chance that they're going to put you up on the up next and things like that. So, sorry about that. Got a bit of chicken down there. So the more you can do that, the better it is for me. So if you do enjoy my videos, or a thumbs down if you don't. If there's anything that I do that you don't like, you know, food-wise, then, you know, if you want to put the thumbs down, put the thumbs down. I haven't got a problem with that. Nobody's perfect. But anyway, I'm going to get off and I'm going to enjoy this. So, see you later, guys.